So this is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports Report Bracktolgy. In my number 1 seed, I have number 1 overall Alabama, number 2 overall the Kansas Jayhawks, at number 2 the number 1 overall seed. The number 3 overall seed, number 1 overall seed would be Houston. 4 overall at number 1 would be Texas. Your 2 seeds, Purdue, stated why above, why I have Texas. UConn as a great coach and rolling, a great coach and on one of the 6 out of 8 teams in my mind that could win a national championship. UCLA would be at that line where the 6 to 8 schools that could win a national championship. They are a great team and have the 2nd best record in America. Marquette, I stated the reasons above, but Marquette I will state my reasons above at the end. But they look like Marquette. They look like they have a great coach in Shaka Smart, so I'm going to put them at number 2. Number 3, stated in Baylor and stated in yesterday's podcast. Number 3, Gonzaga, seeded. Number 3, seeded Iowa State over Kansas State, because I just don't think Kansas State should be getting a 3 with the way they ended their season, losing to West Virginia by 8, and then losing in the Big 12 tournament to a worse, what I think, TCU team and getting pummeled. For Bracketology has Tennessee at 3, but I've got Tennessee at 4. Kansas State at 4. Xavier at 4. Duke at 4. I named my reasons for now. Let's go fully through the bracket. They will play gambling. Number 8 overall seed Iowa will play Auburn. Number 4 Xavier will play number 13 Louisiana. Duke will play Charlotte. San Diego will play Arizona. Baylor will play UC Santa Barbara. Northwestern will play Providence. Arizona plays Colgate. And that completes that side of the bracket. Probably the Kansas City bracket. And now on to the Las Vegas bracket. In my rankings, Southeast Missouri or Howard. Arkansas will play Illinois. TCU will play Drake. Duke moved to my 4 spot. Toledo will play the 3rd Duke in my bracket. Kansas State will play Oral Roberts. I have Kansas State at 5. Reason I dropped Kansas State out is because they didn't do well in the tournament, as we mentioned earlier, and so I dropped out of the number 3 seed. Utah State, IU, Indiana. Number 3, IU over Vermont. And Indiana over Baylor because Baylor just couldn't lives by the 3. University of Connecticut, Montana State. That moves that bracket. And now we're over to the New York side of the bracket. Alabama will play play-in game. Maryland will play WVU. West Virginia. Iona will play UVA in my bracket. Miami At 6, we'll play number 11, USC. I have Xavier at number 3, playing Vermont. At 7, I have Creighton. At 10, I have Creighton playing Auburn. At number 2, I have Arizona playing Montana State. At number 1, I have Houston playing Northern Kentucky. Number 8, I have Iowa playing West Virginia. Number 5, I have Kansas State playing Oral Roberts. Number 4, I have IU. I have Texas A&M at my number 4 seed. Yale is number 13 seed. TCU is 5. We'll play Drake. Mizzou at my number 6 seed will play Rutgers or Pittsburgh. Number 3, Gonzaga, Creighton, Penn State, 10, 2 UCLA versus in my final bracketology, Missouri I felt was disrespected in my mind, and that's why I ended up giving them a 3. The likelihood is they'll be a 6. Missouri had one of the best records at 24-9 and has one of the best coaches in college basketball this season in Coach Gates. He should have been SEC Coach of the Year or co-coach or SEC Coach of the Year. Buzz Williams got destroyed today in the conference tournament, 82-63 for Texas A&M. According to Creighton is my number 7. I think the record in the SEC is a tougher league in my mind, and the Missouri's record is better. Now, some people might say the AAC is the best conference, but Missouri won 3 more games than Creighton did. Memphis today's performance could speak for it all. In fact, they could move up more than a 7 seed, but I got them as a 7. Michigan State, I watched them play, and they did not look as good as Memphis. Any other news right here? This is Sam Vaughan for Sam Sports.